Okay, looks like he's already gone. So me going down the escalator was a complete waste of time. I had my glorious moment there, and now I'm going to be late to actually see him speak with the ticket that I actually bought. So lesson is that I should actually become an actual reporter with a real job and actual media credentials, so I can actually interview people there instead of just doing my escalator reports. But I think that one went pretty well. I think it's going to go viral. It's going to give the internet a Fassbender. I don't even know if that makes any sense, but that was a pun. All right, let's go back up again, this time with no Fassbender behind me. All right, TIFF, day one. Pretty exciting. Went to the Michael Fassbender thing, and then I was at the after party, and I was like, this is just too loud, and I even had my earplugs in. It was killing my ears, and I didn't pay the extra to get into the fancy area. Still paid $300 for a ticket, but didn't pay $650 or whatever, just because I'm feeling broke these days. Anyways, yeah, so I basically couldn't talk to anybody, so loud, and I didn't know anybody anyways. But I went because last year I went up meeting a nice producer from England, and she wound up taking me to a movie or two during the festival, and I thought, that's kind of cool. I like meeting new people. So I was almost giving up. I was sitting back inside because the music was outside on the patio, and I was like, should I stay here? I was sitting on a chair. No, then I was charging my phone, and then some woman came up and she's like, hey, Josh. And I'm like, here we go. Because just like at the X on Monday, I stood around long enough and some woman knew me. And just like that happened at Fan Expo a couple days before that, some woman came up. She's like, are you Josh? So this time she's like, I'm a fan of Humble and Fred, and I heard you on the radio. And I'm like, yeah, we met at the Ritz a couple years ago. And she's like, yes. And so she turns out she's like a top donator. Her name's on the wall and everything, and she's got tickets to a lot of movies, and she invited me to come to a couple of things. And it's like, I was like, great. And I sat with her for a while, I talked with her for a while, and then she wanted to go to the Ritz, but it was raining, so I said I'll go upstairs and get umbrellas for us because I live upstairs. And then I did, and then I was sitting with her and talking to another woman director she was talking to named Peta, and I was like, you look familiar. She's like, you look familiar too, but we couldn't figure it out. And then we were taking the elevator down, and we were taking it down with a girl with very curly hair, and just started talking to her for a little bit. And then her phone was dying, and I said, well, let me get a charger. And so I was charging her phone for a bit because it was in my purse, my charger. And then Sarah's like, oh, I'm going to go to the Ritz. I'll see you later. So I'm like, okay, I'll message you in a bit. And I wound up talking to Darina for a while. She's from the Ukraine, and a long time ago, but she's been here. She's a fashion journalist. And I'm like, oh, I know that magazine because they liked 3 of my photos on Instagram today. And then I'm like, hey, look, you had a photo credit, and I sent you a friend request, and you didn't accept on Instagram. And she's like, my phone's dying, I have 1%. Anyways, we talked for a while, and I said I should interview her about all her celebrity encounters and all the, she does background work, so she's like an extra in all these TV shows and everything. And we had a good time, so we're planning to, and she works from home doing her writing, so we're gonna she goes to Soho House. And I'm like, I applied, but I haven't, gotten in yet. And she's like, you can take advantage of me. And I'm like, I will totally take advantage of you. Now I'm going to be her Soho guest, and I can work there. So, this isn't even the first day of TIFF. This is like the pre-night. I didn't even realize the party was tonight that I bought a ticket for last minute today. I thought it was going to be like tomorrow. So it's just Wednesday. Things are happening already. Very exciting. This is Josh Rackless reporting for Josh Rackless Today and for Get Real Movies. I will give you guys a plug because now I'm doing some writing for you guys, and I still have to write that movie review for that movie you sent me to. So thanks, Daniel. I'll get on that. And here we are at the Ritz, and I guess we'll see if Sarah's still here, and if not, I should go to bed. I should go to bed anyways. It's already after midnight.